Hey guys, welcome to a brand new series. I'm Joe if you're new around here, and make sure you do subscribe for daily sports and retro gaming content. Today we play Rory McIlroy's PGA Tour. I did actually plan on doing Tiger Woods PGA Tour 14, but the loading times on that game honestly just bored me to tears, so I thought we'd go for the true golf game of this generation, Rory McIlroy PGA Tour on the PS4. Now, obviously, I've played the golf club on the channel before. Struggle to get into that, really. I don't think it's quite got the fun factor that Rory McIlroy has got just yet. So we're going to be playing this today. So yeah, the plan is to do it today, and we'll do it Friday as well. And if you guys enjoy it, then we'll make it into a full series. So yeah, we're going to continue my pro career. We're not going to start from scratch. I don't see the point in doing that. So I am just going to use my player. I'm in season 5, so I've probably unlocked everything in terms of leveling up and stuff, but it's still going to be a fun challenge. You know, we'll increase the difficulty accordingly as we go on. If we start winning things really easily, which hopefully we won't do. I think I've got the right difficulty level. So what the plan is going to be, we're going to do 3 quick rounds today, and then we'll do a full round for the final round should we get there come the end. But it's the first tournament of the season, the BIOWARE Classic, which is always a classic opening the season on this game. There's a fair few tournaments now. When the game was released, there wasn't actually that much depth to it, unfortunately, but they've brought out quite a few courses since then, and yeah, it's a shame that that EA don't have the PGA sort of license anymore, so we're not likely to ever see a PGA Tour game again made by EA, which is such a shame, because I think this is one of the few sports that they actually made a fantastic game for. Like, we know FIFA is a good football game, but it hasn't progressed in recent years, whereas the evolution of the PGA Tour games was fantastic. I'm waiting for the commentary.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the BIOWARE Classic.
It is just an ideal day for golf. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. We're getting set for all the action this afternoon at Wetlands Golf and Country Club in Florida. And this is certainly a challenge, Frank.
It is. We really should rename it Drylands, because that's the way you want to play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing winds.
We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4.
Well, 242.
Playing reasonably well, nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
Sit. Pity.
It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Second shot, good look at the green.
It's always tough coming back to a golf game. My goodness me, though, this could be in. What a start!
A move and setting himself
wow.
up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today.
Oh, I mean, there you go. What a start there. But I haven't played this game since the golf club came out. That's been my go-to golf game. But, you know, I've played this on and off obsessively over the last 4 years that it's been out. And
Frank, this is a way to
it really has been a fantastic game for me. And I think it still holds up very, very well indeed.
The second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
This is going to be tough. Got to try and get through these trees. We're going to draw it a little bit and try and get through. That's pretty good.
Frank, I think that's going to the bunker.
Looks like it.
Oh, what a shame. No, we're okay. We're okay.
Sometimes you get
And,
breaks, and you
well,
got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the
well,
bunker
look,
was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that.
Chance to get it close here.
How's our
Frank, you
chipping
play
game
these
here?
conditions all over
It's
the
pretty
world.
good.
Here come the wins now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
On to the par 4 sixth here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might be worth considering for the short hitters. To try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands, 276 yards. And of course, the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
Good strike.
Not bad. Not a bad drive at all. I will let the commentators talk as much as I can, but obviously they do talk a lot on this game, so I will interrupt them now and again. That's not the best approach shot,
Beauty of golf, Frank. One good strike comes off the center of the bat.
unfortunately.
One good result, and you begin to feel differently about things. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
So yeah, pretty good there. Up and down for par. Obviously Graham McDowell leading the way. 5 under. Watson's up there as well as Ricky Fowler.
Under 600 yards.
And it bends gently to the left, Rich. Longer hitters can obviously get home, and nothing really to be worrying about with that second shot if you can reach. The wetlands are well to the right of this hole for the second shot. But if you want to play to the three-shotter, then that's a very safe, conservative way and really shouldn't cause you any problems whatsoever.
Just got to be careful here of the water. Should be okay. If we aim a little bit to the right.
Frank, looks like he came over
Pretty
just
good.
a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still gonna get away with it.
Not quite where he was aiming. That one far to the left, but still on the green. Long putt here. This will require a good touch.
Just try and get close. You know, no real intention of getting the putt there, but nice easy birdie, and certainly a good start to this
It's just about taking
weekend.
the strain off the next one. There's always other holes to be played.
And from that distance, you settle for 2 putts.
A few more
There we go,
birdies
another
like
birdie
that.
on the scorecard.
You never know, just might sneak placed on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of the screen gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of the screen. It's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface.
It's pretty good.
Drop off behind the screen, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So tricky little par 3.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Brilliant. And another birdie to finish off that round.
Very aggressive mode with that birdie now in second
Very happy
place.
with that.
So, one round in the books and a lot to chew on here.
There is. This is going to be a tough championship to pull away. The standard of golf, especially that first page of the leaderboard. Excellent golf.
So Spieth ended up leading the way. We got another shot through the simulation there, but yeah, the quick rounds just help you get through the tournaments a little bit better. For the majors, we will be doing 4 full rounds, but for these smaller tournaments, I will definitely just be doing 3 quick rounds, and then the final round we'll do as a full one, providing that we get there. Stuff like the Players and the Tour Championship we will do full rounds of as well. But yeah, I think that's probably just the best way to go with this series. You know, try and keep it nice and fluid for you guys watching. You know, not make them really long videos all the time. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Let me know in the comments if that's what you want to see.
Proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic.
Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting set to go at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the great state of Florida.
Nice opening drive for us there. We've got 4 holes today.
I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 metres, 325 yards, something like that.
We'll loft it a little bit. It's a little bit precarious with the wind. We need that to bounce on a little bit.
Playing this part
not quite.
Not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
That is some good work right
well.
there, birdie. One shot closer to the lead.
A little bit of luck there. Well, we take the lead for now. Not expecting to stay there.
Stepping up to the tee at the first par
Spieth
5 on
obviously
this
hasn't
back nine.
kicked
It's
off
the
yet,
12th,
so-
and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot.
Come back just a little bit of loft here. And we'll go for it. Won't kick on, but it's a nice up and down for birdie.
That's an absolute beauty.
Third shot. Looking for a good one.
No. That was close.
On the green. And a chance for a birdie.
Not a bad
Now this
birdie
for
chance,
birdie.
but
Came away
could be
with
better.
par the previous round.
Get in there. Lovely putting there. And we take the outright lead for now.
Has it. Now
At
to
7 under.
for the tournament. Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. At 450, it's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit, and bunkers once again short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Settles in over the putt.
There's a lot of flies around us today. I wonder if we've opened our wallet.
Frank, that is nothing more than a
that was
punch to the
close.
gut.
Oh, it's cruel, Rich. Good putt and deserves so much more. Another shot added, though.
And he takes the wind right out of your sails. They'll take it. That's a par.
But the loading times on this game are just
14th hole here
insane.
at the Wetlands. A dangerous par 3 comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Come on, what a putt that is. Wow. I'm happy with that.
Huge putt. It's in.
I wasn't expecting that to go in.
Well, Rich,
But very, very happy. And 2 rounds down.
See why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament.
So we'll see how Jordan Spieth did after he teed off at about 10 past 2. Well, he's dropped off a bit, so it's actually Rory McIlroy who is closing in on us. And after that nice little round there, 3 under. We are 8 under for the tournament and actually leading the way here, which is fairly impressive to say the least. I certainly wasn't expecting that, but that just is why this game is so fun. It's so pick up and play. We are currently second as we go into the third round, though, on a score of 9 under, so we have made up a shot. Definitely looking to see whether we can build a lead, I guess, in this third round to take into the final.
PGA Tour proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic.
Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go, and what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid 7,000 yard range, but this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low.
Sit. That's okay.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie.
No.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach.
That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank.
Yeah, just didn't look at whether that was uphill or not there. That was a bit of a mistake. But, going
This
for the
could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
long driver. We should be able to reach this in 2. We are a big hitter.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Good strike
pretty good.
there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Eagle putt. Close.
So close.
And it
Very
still
close.
counts for another shot.
But
Makeable
still
putt
should
right
be
here.
birdie
He is
here
currently
and
sitting at 1 under
hopefully
for the round.
leveling up the lead with good old Rory McIlroy.
Really starting to
Oh,
shine.
he gets a birdie as well. It looks like we've gone out together and going toe to toe here with the cover star.
3 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do actually, but you have to have a little look at your yardage book because that front bunker will make this hole look a little shorter to the eye than actually what it plays. Green gets a little narrow as it gets deeper, but flat and well, I wouldn't say
Pretty good
easy.
if it bounces
Yeah,
on as
not too
we're
bad.
expecting, and yeah, there we go.
Really
Very,
good
very
distance
good
control
indeed.
there, playing well to his strengths. This for another birdie on this hole on the week.
So a little bit of break to the left, but should be a fairly straight putt, and it is. And another birdie on the scorecard, 2 in a row.
Given the
And now we
situation,
level it up with
so tight at the top.
McIlroy.
Very, very good birdie.
That was huge right there. Still with a great chance to come away with this title.
We're going for it. We are going for it. Another par 5 here. Should be able to reach this in 2. A nice 330 drive to open us up.
That's a great way to begin this hole. Second from an excellent lie.
The only problem is the bunker on the right hand side. That is going to be a bit of a problem. We're going to loft it a little bit just to hopefully hold it up as it steams towards the green, but yeah, the winds took hold of it there, unfortunately.
That's how you do it. That is tasty.
The length
right
is pretty
there.
good. It was just a line that was a little bit off.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
It's pretty good.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Just a couple of feet.
3 in a row. Very, very strong.
Mark
A few holes there, but McIlroy is staying with us all the way here. As we go on to our last hole.
Here on the backside, we're at the 10th at the Wetlands.
Oh no,
We
we've
start
got
with a
2
par
more.
3,
I beg your pardon.
46 yards.
Right, we're going to try and sort of fade this. Well, it is a par 3, so I should have went an extra club. I thought it was a par 4. That is a mistake. Could that cost us?
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at
poor.
the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone.
Probably should have flopped that.
Won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it.
Well, 2 right, we need a par here to stay with McIlroy. That's wide.
No. That's not the way you want to start the back 9. Missed putt, bogey, and a drop shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Very disappointing indeed. Lapse in concentration. And McIlroy holds the par.
To recover. Bogeys aren't the worst.
Par 4 11th hole, 443 yards. Frank, what's the best way to play it?
Nice straight drive off the tee, then really reduces this par 4 to size. Then those bunkers short
That's
and
left.
don't really cause an issue. The green's a little tiny though,
Oh,
but even if you just
dear.
hit green a little bit on the right side,
Yeah.
it's a relatively simple chip.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Tell you what, that is not bad. We're going to get onto the green. Very, very fortunate there.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Oh dear. I was just hoping for the lag putt there, but this has been a really terrible end of the round. Just lapse in concentration, to be honest with you. Make sure we get up and down for just a single bogey. It's still not easy from here, but should be okay. And there we go. Nice putt to end our part of the round. We'll see what our player can come up with, but 2 bogeys in a row to cancel out that brilliant run of 3 birdies in a row. Where are we going to end up?
Heading to the final 18.
Yeah, to be in the top 5 right now, the caliber of this field, know that your game is good enough too, and a legitimate chance of taking home the trophy come tomorrow night. This really is what all those hours on the range contribute to, this moment right now.
Well, there you have it then. 10 under for the tournament at the moment. 2 off Rory McIlroy going into the final round, which we will do in a couple of days' time. But if you have enjoyed that episode, then make sure you do leave a like down below. It really does help me out. Means a lot to me as well. If we could hit 30 likes on this video, it would be absolutely amazing. So do your best to do that, guys, and let me know down in the comments if you played this game, if you enjoyed it, and if you're looking forward to the series. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.